our government is about making sure the students are ready for the new economy, making sure that they're ready to get out in the work world. The numbers that the TDSB put out was absolutely reckless. They put these numbers out to the public premature.
Opposition, come to order.
Before they even know the numbers. They're just throwing these numbers out arbitrarily. Our ministry's numbers are totally opposite, Mr. Speaker, and it's disheartening that they move forward with these figures without first attempting to even verify the accuracy of these numbers. It's the old scare tactics, Mr. Speaker. Political stunts like this only serve to cause anxiety with parents and with students. Over the past 15 years, there's been zero oversight and accountability when it comes to the education spending at our school boards. The school boards are out of control.
Stop the clock. I'm going to ask the member for Davenport and the member for Waterloo to come to order. Start the clock. Supplementary question.
Well, Speaker, the Premier only needs to hold up a mirror to see reckless, out of control and premature. One of the programs that the Premier's cuts to education is hitting is the French immersion and extended French program. Students will now have fewer opportunities to participate in French immersion because the board is first forced to reduce the number of pathways into the program, and fewer students are able to be bused into schools to access the program. Does the Premier believe that forcing schools to cut essential programs like French immersion will actually help students succeed?
Premier.
Well, this year, Mr. Speaker, we're giving the TDSB $3 billion. And, Mr. Speaker, we're asking the TDSB to find 0.75% efficiencies. 0.75% of efficiencies, but guess what the school board does instead, Mr. Speaker? They go out and waste taxpayers' money. They spent over $700,000 to replace some locks on schools. The TDSB, these are great ones. To replace one electrical outlet, they spent $3,000. For a $2.50 outlet, they spent $3,000 to install it. This is even better. One of those whiteboards, the whiteboards that cost $127, the school board went out and spent $2,500, Mr. Speaker, on a whiteboard. This is reckless spending. Over and over again, we see they went to one school, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Final supplementary.
Well, I think the Premier should check if it was a whiteboard or a smart board. Maybe he doesn't know the difference, Speaker. French immersion. French immersion is not the only program that is going to be cut back because of the Premier's education cuts. The International Language Program, the International Baccalaureate Program, the Outdoor Education Program are all seeing cuts. There will be fewer psychology staff, fewer supports for teachers to boost their skills in science, math and technology, and fewer opportunities for students to learn music and art. Is this the kind of change the Premier thinks our students deserve, Speaker?
Premier. Mr. Speaker, I think the public needs to know how they waste money at the school board. 7 hours, Mr. Speaker, 7 hours. They hired someone to hang 3 pictures. 7 hours. But it even gets better. They call the same company up that spent 7 hours hanging 3 pictures to come 2 days later, and they took 8 hours to hang 3 more pictures up, Mr. Speaker. It's outrageous spending we see. They went out and spent $143 on a pencil sharpener. That is reckless. They cut one single key, a single key that cost $5 at Home Depot. They spent $147 to cut one key. At R.H. McGregor, they need a little bench move, Mr. Speaker. The school board hired 4 guys to come by to move one bench. That's the reckless spending we're going to stop. We're going to make sure there's transparency, there's accountability.
Stop the clock.